welcome back. And you are watching What She Ate with your host, Shelley Chapman of EatRelateLove.com. And today I have such a special guest. Our feature is Miss Jamila Crawford of Earth Candy Arts. I'm so excited. So you guys, I've known Jamila for quite some time now. We met in Atlanta, and Jamila is a lifestyle purveyor of all things food, fashion, flyness. But food, fashion, flyness is her philosophy on life. It's where culture and art and style meet together and like have one big yummy party. So today she's going to be joining us, and she's going to be talking about how she revolutionized her relationship with food in exchange for a better life. And what makes Jamila so perfect for the series is she's been vegan and vegetarian and a raw foodist for the past close to almost 20 years now, isn't it?
Yeah.
I want to focus on first is you became vegetarian back in the early 90s, around 93 or so,
yes,
correct?
Winter of 93.
And back then, you and I both know that it did not have all the hype that it does now. It wasn't easy to be a vegetarian. You couldn't go to the grocery store and that you have your own aisle.
Not necessarily.
So, right, not necessarily. So I want you to talk about how did you come in that transition, and what made you decide to become vegetarian? Like, what was that revolution about for you?
Well, because I had been eating any and everything under the sun all my life. And I was just like, you know what? I'm not going to eat pork anymore. I just don't want to. You know what I'm saying? A pig is this and this and that. And, just all the hype about what pork is. So I was like, well, I'm just going to let that go. I just want to start shedding meat out of my diet. So here comes 1993, and at this point, I was still addicted to buffalo wings. I loved buffalo.
You too? Girl, wings are the thing.
I love buffalo wings, and I love fried shrimp. So, I was just eating that stuff. And then, I just always knew at some point that I would be a vegetarian in life. And then I had a friend who was, in fact, vegan, who showed me some, things that I can eat and ways to explore food. And there was just no turning back.
Mm-hmm. So Jamila, and I know you encounter this too, but a lot of people that I work with are very curious, about what it means to be a vegetarian and vegan, how to enjoy it, how to eat it, how to prepare the foods, how to grocery shop. I mean, it really is an entire shift in how you think about food and your body. And oftentimes, as you and I both know, having experience. Well, I'm a flexitarian, but I have been vegetarian and vegan.
I love that term.
And I still dig vegetarian and vegan cuisine. But you and I both know that one of the biggest benefits is weight loss.
Yes.
And a lot of people are looking at the angle like, oh, well, this is a great way to lose weight. I'll do this as an answer. And it's not the entire answer, but what other benefits are there?
The main part is weight loss. Boom, you will just drop all types of weight. Your digestive system is even better. You won't, a lot of cheese and eggs and stuff, that's mucus forming foods. I mean, I used to always be coughing up some phlegm, and it's why? And I now know why. It's because of cheese, you know what I mean? So stuff like that kind of disappears. And my secret to enjoying vegan and vegetarian foods is that I will make the things that I used to love to eat as a meat eater or a cheese eater. And this is a nice, gradual way to introduce yourself into the vegetarian, way of eating. And this is not to say, just live a life eating, veggie chicken and everything. No.
I'm glad you say that, because a lot of omnivores who are trying to make the switch are approaching vegetarianism and veganism as a meat eater.
Okay, and they can do that at first, you know what I'm saying? It's okay to incorporate that once in a while, but just to live your life, on starches and soy products is come on. No.
But what are the other benefits outside of weight loss and outside of better health? What are some of the spiritual benefits? What are some of the mental benefits of eating green?
Energy. You have more energy. This is, fruits and vegetables, green vegetables in particular. Yes. This is, chlorophyll is just liquid sunlight. You know what I mean? What can get better than eating something as such? I would just say more energy. And for me personally, opportunity just kind of opened up. My mind had become clear.
You are now into raw foods, and you just completed your 2-year anniversary.
Anniversary. ANNIRAWSARY. Why do I call it that? Because it was fun to say.
So how did you start that transition? What was going on? Was there anything that was going on around your life, maybe any major life event, or just, something that you noticed that you wanted to change? What made you decide to go? And also tell people what eating raw is. It's not raw meat. So what does that mean?
Raw meat or any products. This is still a vegan diet, but uncooked. It is fruits, vegetables, nuts, and seeds, grains, of sorts that have not been heated above 115.
So Jamila, are you just eating apples all day? I mean, seriously.
I am not eating apples all day. Let me tell you, I eat cheesecakes, I eat pizza, I eat brownies, I eat veggie burgers, lasagna, spaghetti. Like, there's a world of food. Unbeknownst to me a couple of years ago that I've now, discovered that I'm just completely loving. But it was more weight than I was happy with for myself. Now, I wasn't considered a hefty gal or anything. Right. I just wasn't happy with what was going on with me. So I was experiencing Dunlap syndrome, where my stomach Dunlapped over my jeans.
Dunlap syndrome. I suffer from Dunlap syndrome.
I looked in the mirror and I was just like, I want to do something. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to cut out processed foods for a while and just see how that works for me and just eat straight living foods. You know what I mean? Just directly. Spruce that up, be that as it may, because I'm a chef. So I'm going to add my...
Of course.
So I'm just going to cut this out. I'm going to go as long as I feel it. And so here I am 2 years later, still eating live foods.
So not only are there physical benefits, but there has to be some serious mental, emotional, spiritual benefits that are coming out as well as a result of being raw. I mean, you have direct access. Can you talk about that for a little bit?
Taking on a live foods diet has just totally opened me up to other things. Like things that I, just merely envisioned.
Yeah.
Upon a time is now coming to fruition. It's just like, what else? It's a journey.
Love it.
Exploration,
Yeah. What else is there to experience? Awesome. Mm-hmm. So, Jamila, let's talk about Earth Candy.
I cater. I have a cookbook that's in the works, slowly but surely. Great. Like your girl Shelley right here, she has given me wonderful advice on how to, formulate one, because she's cranking them out like this. Fashion, I have a line of customized belts that I make, obies, which are Japanese double wrap. Yes, which are Japanese double wrap belts that I create, and I have blazers. I don't create the blazer. I just kind of enhance the blazers. I'll just add my bells and whistles, my little flair to it. I'm a stylist.
So you're like a multi-passionate entrepreneur. You're not stuck in any one category, or
anything could be fly.
Exactly. And once you put Jamila's touch on it, it's going to be fly. So Jamila, how can people connect with you? Find Jamila at her blog at earthcandyarts.wordpress.com, on Twitter at earthcandyarts, or on Facebook at facebook.com/earthcandy. Coming up next is raw strawberry cheesecake. To make Jamila's easy, delicious raw strawberry vegan cheesecake, you'll need half a cup each raw walnuts, pecans, macadamia nuts for the crust, half a cup of pitted dates, a pinch of salt, and a quarter cup of dried unsweetened coconut shreds. You'll also need 3 cups of raw cashews for the filling, 3/4 cup of fresh squeezed lemon juice, 3/4 cups of agave nectar, 3/4 cups of coconut oil, 1 tablespoon of vanilla, and enough water to blend. To find out how she puts all of this together, visit her blog at earthcandyarts.wordpress.com. Thank you so much. You guys have been watching What She Ate with Jamila Crawford of earthcandyarts.wordpress.com, and you all will be able to tune in next month when I'll bring you another fabulous woman who has revolutionized her relationship with food in exchange for a better life. Thank you so much, and I'll see you again. Thanks, Jamila.